Alright. Episode 5. Rise from the Ashes.
That's funny because his name is Phoenix.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, objectively, yes, that is funny.
Oh. Oh. World of ominous.
Rain.
No, it's just a world of ominous. Yo, is this Bad Apple?
Oh. Bad robot.
Oh my god, he's an amoeba.
This is not mitosis.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
What?
The police mascot is gonna.
Wait, what's the music like? Is it...
Yeah. Oh yeah. Now I can. Yeah, I can hear that.
Yeah, I
Oh,
can't
well.
hear a thing.
Let me restart the Discord stream real quick.
It's been 2 months since the man amoeba'd.
How many months since Burger?
Oh,
Probably like
it's
6
been a
months.
long time.
It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. Okay, so we can add that on to the 2.
Phoenix can't even look at a burger without crying because mine isn't there anymore.
Alright, let me reset the Discord stream real quick.
Well, Maya is like eating burgers every day.
Yeah.
Do they have burgers in the mountain where she's doing?
She can
Probably
make
not.
burgers.
She will make the burgers.
How's that?
Yeah, hopefully she masters her powers and her ability on making burgers.
That's part of the training.
Yeah.
Very important to be self-sufficient burgering.
Unless there's no sound playing right now, I don't hear anything, and I'm still getting
Yeah,
issue
there is-
notifications.
There is sound.
No, not hearing it.
Weird.
It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. I've had offers, but none I took. That is, until the day that girl showed up.
Maya lookalike.
February 22nd, 10:02 a.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work.
You
Wow.
have to, Phoenix.
Big mood.
You have to work.
It is
There
your
you
job.
are.
There
There you
are 6 more
finally.
games.
There you are, finally.
Oh,
Where
hi.
have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh no.
We spun the wheel. This is where we get it.
We have spun the wheel. We have chosen chaos.
Yep.
Interest is always the secondary.
Who are you?
This is now unlocked.
It doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney, Mia Fey. Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you?
I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here.
So you are the coffee boy?
Wow. I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney.
Right, right.
Oh, I love her glasses.
Yeah.
She's got 60s disco classes.
You're the Phoenix Wright. The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case.
Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though.
That's a relief then. You're better than nobody.
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now.
But you are Phoenix Wright, right?
Right.
Yeah, the undefeated defense attorney.
Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere.
Please, I'm out of time.
But
I refuse to work.
Please, you have to help. It's my sister.
oh, this time it's personal. Maya? Could it be? Okay. I'll hear you out.
Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator.
Scientific investigator.
So she's a nerd.
So what you're
That's
telling
a big old doing.
So what
But
you're
does
telling
she
me
chase UFOs?
is you're a nerd.
Sorry.
Hey, I'm no nerd. Would a nerd wear a vest like this?
Yes, actually.
Oh shit.
Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator.
Yes, that's right. Is something wrong?
Oh my god, we're gonna keep this up for fucking 18 years worth of bonus case. Oh no. No, it's just you seem kind of jumpy. Or maybe just young.
Young? I'll be 16 years old this year.
No.
Oh, I see. Wait, only 16?
I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known, at my age no less.
Everyone's prodigy.
So what exactly is your current position then?
Well, legally speaking,
Unpaid intern.
I guess you'd call me an 11th grader.
Ah, even better.
Better
Even
than
better.
unpaid intern.
An unpaid 11th grader.
But I'm ready to do my job at my age no less.
Great, another future professional in training. So tell me more about this scientific investigation that you're doing. Anyway, so what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow.
My sister didn't do it. She would stab someone with a knife. She wanted.
Oh,
Maybe a
So-
spoon or a fork, but never a knife.
So it's a murder case.
I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it.
Wait a minute.
I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact.
Wait a minute.
And
Wait.
there's a witness.
Just talk to her, see? Yeah, talk to her.
Right. I suppose I will.
I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but
That's interesting. How would she know Mia? So, you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up, then?
excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know.
Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one.
I believe investigations should be done scientifically. Don't you?
Yeah. Sure can't falter for a lack of enthusiasm.
This case is handled scientifically. I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared.
Your sister. We've already been over this, Phoenix.
I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done.
I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. But first,
My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school.
so they went to the same school, huh?
She always told me to go to me if I ever needed a defense attorney. And well, I need one.
Incidentally, Mia is a woman.
Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's.
Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. ...
Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her.
Huh?
But she's my only family.
Your only family? What about your parents?
They died in a car accident when I was little.
Of course they did.
Oh. I'm
Naturally.
sorry.
And what is the name of your therapist?
Anyway, I gotta...
Therapist. Therapy
those
is
three
very unscientific.
It's those 3 buttons on her shirt.
Therapy is very
my God.
unscientific. Oh no.
Uh,
Wonder if we're gonna have any more dialogue for this plant. Mia's plant, Charlie. I've been taking care of him in Maya's absence. Well, that's good.
What about the poster?
What about the poster?
Looking good, Charles.
There's a poster of the Steel Samurai on the wall. Maya stuck it up here on the day that she left.
That's great.
I didn't have the heart to take it down.
...
I do sometimes get strange looks from the clients, though.
I do love her glasses. They're great.
Yeah, they're great. difficult-looking legal book. You still haven't read them! Phoenix! You haven't had a case
They
in
mock
2
me?
months! You haven't had a case in 2 months! Why haven't you
They
read any
mock
of
me.
these? They mock
Like
me!
their smug aura mocks me, Sean.
I tried reading one, and it made my head hurt. When I closed it, it slipped out of my hand. Then my foot hurt too. Oh my god, Phoenix.
You are a lawyer.
Oh my god, Phoenix.
Ian, like Phoenix gets more and more wienery as like every game goes on.
I know. I'm really here for it, honestly.
You're still calling it Mia's desk, huh, Phoenix? I sit here even less now that I've stopped taking cases.
And had to fish for burgers out of the dumpster.
I had to fish for burgers out of the river last week.
Yeah, can I not make it anymore?
I got a cardboard clamshell and that was it. I had to at least dust it off once in a while. Yes. Yes,
That would be
indeed.
nice. It's very dusty in here.
Mia's window. She left
I don't
it.
like it.
Ah, just like the day she was murdered.
As beautiful as the day she was murdered.
Ugh. Looks like it's cleaning day again at the hotel across the way. I hear they're planning a second branch outside the city.
Is
Egad!
that the murder hotel?
The bellman was staring right at me. Yeah, that's the murder hotel. Alright.
The murder didn't even take place there. We just went to investigate the murderer.
Yeah. Yeah. All we have is lawyer badge. All we have is lawyer badge. We gotta start off strong. We gotta start off strong.
Yeah.
See this? It's my attorney's badge.
Ah, well, I've never seen a real one before.
You're the first one who's actually been interested in mine, believe me.
Its composition is mostly silver. The gold plating is flaking a bit.
She analyzed it. Scientifically.
Sure.
Is that
There
really-
doesn't appear to be any corrosion due to sulfides. I'd give you $50 for it.
$50. Sorry, but it's not for sale. Yet. Okay. Alright.
Gotta start working so you don't have to sell your attorney's badge.
Yeah, you would think that an undefeated defense attorney would be a little more sought after than this nonsense. But
He's
apparently not.
He's undefeated in the most absurd cases, though.
Yeah,
Brown hair
yeah, that
versus
is-
Maya.
that is very true.
Oh yeah, she looks pretty much like her like animation.
She is basically Maya.
All of Phoenix's assistants kind of merge together in this like blob.
All just Maya derivatives. They're all
Yep.
clones of Maya.
We have Prime Maya, and then now we have like Dollar Store General Emma Sky.
I mean,
We have Maya at home. Maya at home.
My at home.
I'm Maya at home.
Name brand versus great value Maya.
Go hit up a TV dinner and watch me.
February
We're gonna have
22nd. Detention
Mia
center.
knock off now?
Visitors room. Now it's just Mia.
Dot.
I wonder what's wrong with Emma. I don't know. The fact that her fucking sister is accused for murder?
Yeah,
She didn't even
Just
like her
Maya's sister.
sister.
It's come full circle.
She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. Oh, this is sister.
I was gonna be sister. Who wants to be my sissy?
Well, you voiced both sisters last time.
God
So it's
damn
only
it.
fair.
You don't know.
They weren't in the same context ever
Giddy.
because
That's true.
You don't have to pin that on him. Come on. Let the man breathe.
No, no.
I mean, I have an idea, and it'd be really funny.
oh
I mean-
god.
That's
Roll
what
with
got
your
it.
call.
Voice.
Roll with it.
All right.
And if you want to give it to an understudy.
I got it. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah, do it.
God, I thought I told
my
you I
God.
didn't want visitors.
Oh my god.
You're as creative as your monthly names. Sorry, ma'am.
It's just your sister.
Now excuses.
Oh my god.
You can only make minimum
We're
wage.
just gonna have the same voice for
I
these
did you not want to raise this here? Hmm?
Understood, ma'am. Please, I can barely afford to survive.
What was that all about? Oh.
Oh
Where's her
god.
face?
Oh no.
Hi, Lana.
Oh my god.
Funny.
Oh my god. I don't know if I can keep this. I don't know if I can keep this straight. Oh boy.
I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing? Look. I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow, and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in the court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, buddy.
It is just me a knockoff.
Isn't that right, Mr. Wright?
It is just me a knockoff.
Doesn't
Okay.
It's
even
Captain
look
Crunch.
different.
Hey, how do you know me?
Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit.
I'm sorry. What
You
exactly
related.
is it that you do?
Look at the medals. I killed people.
My name is Lana Sky.
I think I've heard that before.
I'm chief prosecutor for this district.
Of course you are.
You're a prosecutor?
Everyone's guilty.
You're goddamn right, buddy.
say prosecutor.
Two sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence?
No.
Emma, Lana, I mean, they're just like...
What? No way.
I'm nothing like these people. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright?
No, it's nothing. It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
Is
Please.
this gonna turn out to be
bothered
all
by it.
Stop worrying about it. That's an
You
order.
say so, guy. That's something you should know from the start,
Yeah.
buddy.
I'm not your pal, buddy.
I'm not your
Oh,
pal,
you're
buddy.
guy.
Which is...
The suspect in this case has confessed to the crime.
Huh?
Wait, but the suspect is... me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright.
So dumb.
Well, oh my god, I can't do this for the entire bonus case. I can't do this for the entire bonus case. Good lord. Well,
Right.
why
Time.
don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened?
Are you recasting or...
I don't know. I don't know what to do.
And since you've been
I am just
recasted-
pressing the A button.
I'll take it.
Do it. Be Lana.
I'll be Lana. I'm a stoic military-esque woman despite being a chief prosecutor.
Yes.
Lana Del Rey.
Well, you're not a robot.
Lana Del
This
Rey.
is true.
Use
I'm
the
no longer
samples.
Miles Robot Edgeworth.
Miles Edgy Boy Edgeworth.
Edgeworth.
The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m.
That's quite specific.
It was in the witness's deposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime.
My, that was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it?
The crime took place in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car.
Prosecutor's office, huh? Your subordinate's car trunk. Classy.
I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed, as it were.
Well, that's just great. So,
Another-
who was the victim?
An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective.
Not Gumshoe.
Gumshoe, that was it.
A detective.
I live in poverty, pal.
No, not Gumshoe. Not Gumshoe, please.
Death
Not
was
Dr. Shoegum.
death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach.
By you.
Yes, I twisted it in there very well. Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal.
I see.
Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you?
Uh-oh.
You killed Edward's boyfriend.
Phoenix.
Phoenix!
It was actually
what
a
did I
Phoenix.
tell you?
It's literally Maya. She's got the same fist pose and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this interaction just is really funny to me for some reason. Like, I killed someone. Uh-oh. Phoenix. Come on.
I
That's
killed
a
someone.
reference.
Yeah,
I-
sure you did. So did everyone else.
I killed someone?
That was really good.
Oh my god. Oh boy. Oh boy, I missed this. Oh boy.
For 8 hours.
This is we're the court of law. You can't.
God damn. we are
We're not gonna
fucking.
get anywhere like this.
We are
Yeah, this is a
20
long
minutes
case,
in.
you know.
We are 20 minutes in and we have already lost our damn minds. Well, it
Dan's just like,
means-
bring me back to the birds, please.
The police department will consider it a matter of pride to have found me guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so.
This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. I like to imagine that Phoenix goes into the office every single day, wearing
Surprise.
wearing only the suit jacket, a t-shirt, and his boxers. And this was the this was the only day that he decided I'm gonna wear pants.
Don't forget the tub of ice cream to cry over.
The tub of ice cream to cry over. Actually, yeah, suit jacket,
Freezer
t-shirt.
full of Ben and Jerry's.
I like.
Case Phoenix has is just a different version of Maya. Like, it's like the Nurse Joy syndrome from Pokemon.
Yeah.
It looks slightly different from one another.
These they're sisters.
And all Phoenix does is eat ice cream and watch The Steel Samurai and The Pink Princess on repeat.
And apparently drop law books on his butt.
and apparently think about reading the law books, but not actually doing so and dropping them on his feet. So, you're the chief prosecutor.
That is correct. No.
Yes, I know. Instinct kicked in.
I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job, and manage every aspect.
That means
Those
she's
are my
Edward's
responsibilities. Yes, I am Edward's boss.
Yeah, we have a lot of complaints to lodge against you for the shit you've done. over
Quite
the
a
last
few.
8 cases.
Are we in
He left some notes for me to read off to you.
are we in Gaslight Gatekeep Girl Boss hours?
God.
That's an awfully large nutshell.
In a nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, Phoenix.
In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't.
I'm Lana. What happened to your hair?
Oh, I had this in the war. Oh, this?
Oh, okay.
I cut myself by accident. When I stabbed him, that is. By accident.
That's not how stabbing works.
Yes, it is.
You did
Unless
it wrong.
In her hand when she stabbed him. Like,
unless you're stabbing someone with a double-sided knife.
I
You're-
stabbed
you
him with the
tried-
flat
you
Not to
tried to-
mention that I have served at least 3 tours, and I've learned how to kill a man every way possible, including with the handle of a knife.
Uh-huh.
I'm not
Blood
very
gets
good at
very
being
slutty.
a criminal, I suppose.
How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? You were in school with Mia, correct? Man, that must have been weird. For no reason in particular. A few years above her.
Emma told you that too, did she?
Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from the office.
Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia.
Very glad I decided to put on pants today. Hey!
And only pants.
And only pants.
It was in law school. I was in my 3rd year and she was auditing the class.
Only pants and no pants and suit jacket only, no shirt.
Yep. The tie is backwards.
At least have a t-shirt on.
No. No.
Suit jacket.
Exactly.
That is... shirt is not very becoming of somebody crying over a gallon of ice cream.
Yeah, that's actually pretty spot on.
Anyway.
By the way, you still have some rocky road on your lapel.
Shit.
No, it's shit.
She was different than the other students.
Damn, she's good. Different.
She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me.
What?
What?
Excuse me?
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
Intellectually attractive.
Uh-huh.
Lana was top of her class. Nothing gay about this at all. It's not
Nice
the
save.
2000s after all.
Is
Yeah,
it weird?
Hey, that hasn't stopped me in edge.
Disabled
I
boy?
mean, continue.
Great minds think alike, if you know what I mean.
Because I was like, well,
I was the best there was.
Oh. I was hoping
I'm
for
doing
something a
pretty
little
good
more
in school, by
juicy.
the way.
Okay, that's great. Hang on a second. We're listening to your sister talk?
Sounds a bit
Oh,
different.
Emma, you didn't
when-
leave the room yet.
Sounds a bit different when Emma says it.
Well, Mr. Wright,
Excuse me?
as you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say, there's no way you can take this case. None.
Is this whole thing like a test of my strength and will and mettle?
No way I could take
Your
this
might.
case, huh? That sounds like
But
my kind of
Lana! But Lana, there's no way!
Botswana?
But buddy! My guy!
You
Why are
definitely...
you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself!
Fucking Lana
You
just
dumb
gives a
bitch.
raspberry and turns her chair around.
Oh, that's it, bitch, you're dead!
Oh my god.
You'll never make it to court, I'll kill you!
I swear to me, mom.
Wow, we are in
What a great
real,
start.
We are in real chaos hours. Goodness gracious.
I think this
Emma.
has been building since we took the bird.
Yeah, really.
I know you didn't do it, Lana, I know it! So, how can you say that you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana.
That's harsh. There we go. Just blows a raspberry and turns the chair around. Perfect.
Mr. Wright,
2 cherry pigs,
Yes.
and then turns around.
I want to sue my sister.
On what grounds?
Be a ground we're standing on, duh.
A case you take. A case you take.
Petty words. I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest, I leave to you. I'm going to continue lambasting this guard.
I like to think she's making funny faces.
You mean you're requesting my services as your defense?
Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed, after all. The case is over.
Right. I'll
Is
do what I
this a-
can to get to the bottom of this.
Is this her trying to make sure that there's no fucking attorney that can have a perfect record? She's throwing on purpose.
Why are
It's to spite you.
prosecutors so damn melancholy when they're in prison?
I mean,
It's different light on the other side of the
God.
because they don't refer to themselves as attack lawyers. That's why.
Fetch me a
Only
bonbon.
lawyers, no attack.
Lana has confessed to the crime, yes, but something doesn't fit.
Of course not.
It's that look in
Everything.
Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here. And I'm going to
Something
find
doesn't
out
fit.
what.
Oh, it's these shoes that Maya bought me. They don't fit. I had to return them.
Oh, is also to add to this, Phoenix completely deciding not to wear most of his outfit. Are shoes on or off
No,
right
they're
now?
off.
No, he's
They're
wearing
not
socks.
either.
No,
He's wearing
he's
socks and
wearing
Crocs.
He's wearing Crocs.
Yeah,
Crocs.
yeah, he's wearing
Okay.
socks
They're
and
like-
Crocs.
Not
And-
like black or black Crocs.
No,
He's
yellow
wearing
Crocs.
like vibrant yellow. Yeah.
Yeah, yellow Crocs.
That's
Phoenix
to
Wright.
compliment the outfit.
Phoenix Wright.
Not-
Hair perfectly done and spiky. Suit jacket, no shirt, pants, and socks and yellow Crocs. And they have to be like gym socks too, like big, like not matching at all gym socks.
And
With the
no
hole.
belt. No belt with the pants. So that way like his guts hanging out a little bit, his pants slip down all
There
the
are
time.
no
He's gotta fix
pants.
them.
Oh no,
There are no pants.
no! This was the one day he decided to wear
In
pants.
the office.
Okay.
Yeah. At any other time, no pants.
No
They're like
pants.
the sweats that are designed to look like dress pants.
They're jants.
Yes.
Dress chance. Wow.
Oh god! Oh my god. Huh? About what?
My sister. She's not always like that, you know.
You don't say. I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again.
She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everyone liked her.
And then she became an attack lawyer.
And she
And then
went
she
to
murdered
war.
somebody.
I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. You did just say you hate her. What happened to her?
Oh, she became a raging bitch. I don't know for certain myself, but
Oh!
There it is.
well, maybe not. I think maybe not.
Sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we?
Okay.
Secret underground parking.
Okay.
Okay, alright. Okay, alright. Okay.
Oh, Nick, I heard from someone called Maya that there are burgers in town. When are you gonna take me?
How
I
did you
do enjoy a juicy burger.
Speak of the burger.
How did you know that?
It's written here on
Say,
this paperclip.
Dear
February
Phoenix,
22nd.
burgers, heart, XOXO Maya.
E.S. Bring me some.
Please, I'm starving.
There are no burgers up on this mountain.
February 22nd, prosecutor's office.
So, this is the lot where it all happened.
looks like they're still investigating.
Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's
Where
office
is-
should be like this.
Where is Richard Gumshit?
Why
visit
have
to the
you
prosecutor's
never been
office?
to
Hey,
the
everyone, keep up the good
prosecutor's
work. Say,
Looks like a
Hey,
parking garage.
What are you thinking?
well, they are going to be my coworkers 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello.
Actually, there is. You know, attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. Yet I do
you have
anyway,
been.
all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
All the
Doesn't
time.
like I don't apply to the rule. I'm not trying to stand out too much today. Here, see.
While wearing
You know
your
what? To prove
Oh.
a
bright
point,
yellow
show her your
Crocs.
attorney's badge.
I feel like this is this
It's a
gumshoe?
gumshoe. I'm gonna explode.
Oh, it is. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nope.
No,
It's
no.
this guy. I did ask
oh,
to
wait.
do this guy, though.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Tim,
you give it to Tim. Give it to
Tim,
Tim.
Tim.
Expecting to go unnoticed here, partner.
Oh my god, is that McCree?
no, no,
Not
no,
name
no,
anymore.
No,
right?
it's
I
better
named the
than him.
Overwatch character.
Shooty McShoot.
no, no,
Is
it's
it generic
Cosby now.
cowboy Overwatch
Oh
character?
my god, Jesse McCartney?
It's
Okay, hang
Oh my
on.
god, it's
We're getting sidetracked.
It's rootin' tootin' shootin', man. Oh my god.
It's 2 guns.
What do we
No.
have here?
why?
It's
Two
high
guns
noon.
shot him.
Looks like a bambino got loose from the ranch and is up
It's
to no
Cosby.
good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner.
Oh my god, this is great.
That's your hair.
Why?
Mr. Marshall.
Howdy. Oh my god, he
Oh
shaves.
my god, of course.
He
Why is
shaves
he
with
just
a
shaving
knife.
Right
No,
here.
no, that's not what
It's
bothers
a
me.
crime
Why?
scene.
That's what. Yeah, that's really bad. That harms the evidence.
Can I
You can't
say,
shave
though,
a crime scene.
this would look really funny if he wasn't doing this with a knife and he just was standing like this.
That's what he's doing with his hand on his chin,
Marshall.
looking sideways at you.
Marshall.
It's a fucking JoJo character.
Looks more, looks more like a sheriff to me.
Look at here, Bambina. I know how you feel. But this is my gang's gold strike, see?
Strike.
This is our claim, our territory, with a mullah load of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti on the desert dream? You want to.
I do, actually.
We're in the city.
Guy talking.
Would you like to?
Would you like to?
I'm an alcoholic, don't mind. Yeah, I'm home now, Bambina. Happy trails.
This guy is a legend. I would do anything he says right now.
Can we
I
work
like,
for
I
him?
like that he
I'd
has
let him do
Thanos
anything
skin.
to me, Doc.
Please.
You are 16. Thank you very much.
That doesn't mean
Look.
shit.
That doesn't mean. Alright, we're gonna move on from this, see?
Was that Ombre a friend of yours?
Really, Phoenix?
Phoenix was a hombre.
Yeah,
Culture
yeah.
me, you jackass. Yeah, he's kind of a detective.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna retcon my own voice line, and Phoenix now says hombre.
Hombre.
Who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West? It seems. Okay,
Where?
sure. Hey, look, a wallet.
So I know you guys can't hear it, like, if we're listening through Discord, but, like, his theme is cool.
Really? Oh, I'm gonna...
Yeah.
Oh,
What's
can
his
no
name?
one can no one hear
Like,
it?
he has his own, like, Western theme. Like, that plays when he comes in.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
literally called Jake Marshall Detective from the Wild West.
So you can't hear anything from the
No.
No.
game?
I
not
turned on
anything
Twitch
right
to...
Huh?
Oh, that's right. I could just
That's-
turn on Twitch. What am I doing?
That's
Oh my god,
It's
yeah.
more of a delay.
Even if we
Right.
have
It's true, it's
play
annoying.
Twitch, I only
no,
turn
that-
on to see what the music is for the scene. Because, like, it's on a delay on Twitch,
Actually-
so I tried
Yeah,
listening.
yeah, right.
And
I'm
I
gonna do
stumbled.
something. I'm gonna do something really stupid. Give me 1 second.
You got it. I'm gonna play this
Okay,
away in
guys.
the meantime.
Okay. So I'm gonna do what I did for fucking Metroid 2 yesterday, and I'm gonna open up other OBS. Oh god. Oh god.
Uh-oh.
It's out of control.
Thankfully, the stream can't hear this. But all right.
Oh my
Full
god.
screen
Tim,
projector.
I'm 10 seconds into this theme and I already love it. Oh, this would be great for the Mystery Dungeon playthrough in the Sand Continent. Oh my god.
All right. Different OBS. Sharing my screen.
There we
now.
go.
Now you can hear.
There it is.
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay. Well,
There
that's
it is.
Music. Too bad I'm gone from the scene.
that
It's
is
music.
confusing as all heck. Hold on. Now I
The
need
world
to,
is alive.
I need to change one thing
Wait,
now.
but
So
I'm swimming in a great mass of seeping despair.
because now I'm hearing double. Thankfully, no one else is hearing double, but I can't exist with this. Hold on. Monitor off. Ah,
Yeah, there we go.
much
Yeah.
better.
Nothing changed for us, but we'll assume it's done.
No, yeah.
There we go. Much better.
You should investigate that ladder. It looks kind of suspicious.
All
Looks
right.
pretty
Now,
tough.
I mean, it's a ladder that goes to nowhere.
now all the
But it's at the same height as that suspicious vent.
now all the participants are able to hear now. So I now know going forward that Streamlabs OBS is buns apparently, and it doesn't output audio when I stream to Discord, but regular Streamlabs does. Great. What's this? A wallet.
Phoenix,
very
what are you,
nice.
what are you talking about?
Excuse me, officer.
But wait. What are you doing, Mr. Wright?
What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police.
Phoenix, you
I don't believe it.
Phoenix.
You're a
This is real
sellout.
basic. I need to get a crime scene as evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket.
How is that? How is that
All right.
scientific?
I like this person.
Sounds like theft to me.
It's a note on your desk from mine
What?
saying steal whatever you can.
Wallet
Beautiful.
hastily stuffed
Steal
into
whatever
pocket.
you can, Phoenix.
Yeah.
Stealing is cool.
Stealing is cool. Dab.
Oh my god. Oh no.
She's a kid.
Wallet hastily stuffed into pocket.
I called the duty already at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail. Okay?
By the way,
Was this
her
the
eyes are
minigame?
sparkling. By the way, her eyes are sparkling. I can tell she's been waiting for this.
Okay. Now look at the court record.
I do like that
Come on,
pose
open your inventory.
the most.
Go on, do the thing.
Open
Oh,
the
hey.
inventory using the buttons on your Joy-Cons. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully from all sides.
Oh god.
Oh,
Now,
wait,
let's
minigame?
start examining.
Can I tell you, this was buns on the DS.
So, from what
Do
I
it.
remember from what Dave told me, this was created after the original trilogy was released. So, this was tacked on as part of the remake for the DS.
Yep.
So, this has included all of the things that they've learned up through the third game and have put it back into the first game. So there's going to be a lot of new stuff from what I've gathered. Ah, rotating with the right stick, lovely.
Look at this, 3 dimensions. Doesn't that shit blow your mind?
This is amazing.
Oh, I think there might be a clue here.
No, I think that's just the button to open it, Emma.
Is it the
Oh,
button?
nope, you're right, that's a button. You should check it out with the press of the A button.
Oh boy, we're gonna have tutorials, aren't we? Oh no.
on.
Tutorials.
This is an ID card. Why are you surprised by
shit,
that, Phoenix?
Sherlock.
Why are you surprised by this, Phoenix?
What? Walls
Sarge-
have identification.
Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID number 5842189.
That's a Philadelphia thing, 584. Anyway,
Sergeant Deadman.
hey, well, isn't scientific investigation yours fault?
I guess, though I don't see what science has to do with it. I'm just opening another man's wallet. Goodman's ID added to the court record.
Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find.
That seems tedious.
I guess I've got to be on my toes from now on.
I'll show you, tedious. Chaos control. Look, a door. That must mean something.
Oh my god, Emma.
It's not a door, it's a jar.
I'm not sure. No, it's actually not a jar. I'm not sure that doors mean anything.
No, it won't open. A mysterious lock.
I fail to
This is
see
another
what's
minigame.
mysterious about it.
Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more.
Let's finish our investigation first,
Enjoy
shall we?
life. You're investigating a murder.
On a quick
Yeah,
thing,
you gotta
by the
enjoy
way.
the murder.
Yeah.
I know we mentioned like the dabbing. This case does take place in 2017.
Oh.
Wait,
Ah, Park.
Oh no!
there's-
Oh no!
Partners.
what are you doing, stepladder?
Oh my god.
Why is the stepladder stuck in the washing machine?
Hey, come get me out, stepladder. Stepladder, why are you following yourself?
Oh my god. Oh my
Oh
goodness.
no.
It just gets worse.
That,
I think we merged too many memes.
that's a stepladder.
What's the difference? In scientific terms, please.
Oh, one's
S-
related to you,
s-
the other one.
Scientifical, huh?
Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright.
This all seems so horribly familiar somehow.
Phoenix.
Hey, remember how we said that that attorneys aren't supposed to investigate the crime scene?
You're doing it anyway.
I don't seem to recall this conversation.
Also, I seem to be echoing through someone's mic.
Uh-oh.
I'm
That's
hearing an echo.
I'll talk loudly, because I'm a loud asshole, and it'll probably proc it.
Wait, hold on.
No? Alright.
Emma, why are you screaming in public?
Mike, I think it's through your mic that it's
Oh,
echoing.
I'll just mute then.
Okay. Oh. Perfect. But not perfect that you can't speak, but perfect that I can't hear myself for the record. For the court record.
I could just bounce back and forth. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Here, a phone. Let's see if it works.
Why?
911.
Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching.
I can't hear anything. My ears. No, my ears. Maybe it's through the barometric. Yeah.
Barometric pressure.
What is she babbling about?
What they said. Hey, what did you just say?
What is
I'll
she
kill you,
babbling
guy.
about? Let me say it louder so maybe your ears can hear. What is she babbling about? See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken.
That
Sure.
it is, guy.
I like
This
the
ball is
cutting
in
on
our
jib.
way.
I like the cutting on jib, Phoenix. Ugh. It's got a faucet for water.
Wait, I know.
Do you?
This wall is merely a facade, hiding the truth.
What are you talking about?
This is no wall, but a water tank.
I fail to see how it makes any difference either way.
Punch it and find out.
An oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water. So wouldn't that make it a
Water
water
drum.
drum?
It's heavy. I can't even budge it.
Yes, water is deceptively heavy. The drum over here is on its side.
Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stakeout.
Why? I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested.
What? I'm not suspicious at all.
Uh-huh.
See?
Uh-huh.
This
Uh-huh.
character is really just fucking me up.
Oh, yeah.
Maya. Yeah. Look, a stylish glass-walled room. Very nice.
I'm failing to comprehend where exactly we are in, like, anything.
I think we have like some sort of security checkpoint, judging by that sign up above. Like,
It feels like a parking structure almost.
Yeah.
I know
well,
it's not, but it feels like it.
Well, I think it kind of is. You can see the whole parking lot from in there.
Cause like you can see like the road arrows and like the grates,
Mhm.
like
This
on the
does
bottom.
not feel like a parking structure at
it's
all.
like a lab.
Oh, actually,
It says
okay.
security.
The gate on the left.
It's oh, it is a security checkpoint.
Yeah, so it's like a security checkpoint. This is probably where, like, I don't know.
It's a cafe.
Well, I mean, this is where Edgeworth drives out of in his red coupe. Like,
Hanging out with
like the gates open and he's like flooring it.
Coming out of my cage, and I've been doing just fine.
Get out of
I
the
feel
way.
like it's like a
Phoenix.
loading dock.
Yeah, something like
That's
that.
not what loading garage.
Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Hey, let's check that out later.
Emma, I don't
Got a
think this is a
scone or
cafe.
I hate to break it to you, but I think that's probably just a security guard office.
Oh my god. You know, I scored a 97 on my science test the other day.
Don't change the subject. Too bad they don't have a test for common sense. Oh my god!
Phoenix.
Get
Phoenix is getting sassy again.
Get obliterated. Yeah, this is.
over here.
I'm still not convinced that I'm actually going to be doing anything, Phoenix. This is not serious. Take this case.
I've been
And
Phoenix
like,
is sassy
win.
to Emma the entire way, for
Oh,
some
good.
reason or another.
This is
love
where
it.
a lot of cars leave the lot.
Yes.
The arrows on the ground make it look
That's-
like more of an entrance.
That's Phoenix.
Oh, oops, my bad. Sorry, overexcited.
Well, you said it for me, so
What are you talking about?
What are you
Explain the next
well, maybe it's both. Kind of like a dual purpose. Kind of like a thing.
Ah, the theory of relativity.
Don't change the subject. What?
I've got to write this down. Aha, hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know. Was Mr. Relativity German or was he British?
Mr. Relativity. Are you sure that was his name? Are you sure you got a 97 on your science test?
Hey, it's science, not history, pal.
He
Gotta
is
say-
science!
Sign the one who came up with relativity.
No, you're thinking of Brian. Brian from down the street.
Brian Stein.
Brian Relativity, yeah.
Brian Stein, the brain.
Oh, hey!
His name was Greg.
Oh, hey, it's Edgeworth's car. Wait a minute.
And there's a foldy man coming out.
What's this white substance all over it?
Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is.
Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly.
After she's been yelling for an hour.
The sheriff.
I have to trim my hair a lot. This one hair keeps growing a little too fast. Like I said before, this is our claim. You best be moseying along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet with my finger guns.
Ah!
Pew, pew.
Scary.
But you tell us one thing, who owns that car?
drinking on the
Well,
job.
Yeah, Phil's got a good nose on her.
Just
You
call
wanna
her
know
a
who
baby
rides
horse.
that red Mustang with the body in the saddle, eh?
That's not a Mustang.
Please!
Hold
For the
the
love of
boot.
God! I need to know!
No problem, partner. About time for victuals anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prosecutor's office.
Oh my god, this guy is amazing.
Might just find you a
Cerveza.
you like.
Beer.
Cerveza, I can't read.
Prospector's office. Where does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter?
I really hope it's
Note to self, look up Vittles Saloon Cerveza.
I absolutely love this animation.
So,
I love it. It's so
I
cute.
say really quick, Emma's all over the place, but I love everything about her design and her sprites, and she's cute.
Also, let the record show she has 2 test tubes in her purse.
Gotcha.
She does. Full of a mysterious green liquid.
Not
Of
just
these-
one.
Of
Wait a minute.
unlabeled
Flasks.
green liquid.
They're for defense.
It's ooze to make the Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
That or it's Mountain Dew to
And
keep her
Daredevil.
hunger.
She would drink a lot of Mountain Dew. I can see
I'm
it.
prosecutor's
Exactly.
office.
She's a real gamer girl.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
they're,
well, I
That's everything.
I'll have you know I'm diamond ranked in Apex.
they're test tubes full of Mountain Dew. Oh my god.
Why not?
Maybe
But
we
like
should-
concentrated Mountain Dew.
Oh yeah.
Fuel.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's like the syrup in like soda
Yep.
machines.
Ugh.
And she just like takes a shot of that every so often.
It's got like 3 cups of coffee in it. A fourth of caffeine.
Maybe we should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office.
Somebody say hi.
In any case, stay away from the car.
Someone say hi. Hi, noob.
Wait, do we actually not know his name yet?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's Cosby.
Technically,
No.
I spoiled it, but
Oh god, no.
No, it is not
What's
Cosby.
Shooty McShooty face.
It is Gun McShoot until otherwise specified.
No, it should be Two Guns Johnny.
Oh yeah, it's Two Guns Johnny. It's Two Guns
He's
Johnny
Gun
until
McShoot
otherwise
until he
specified.
reveals himself.
You
doesn't
can
even
look
have a
around
gun
here
on
all you
him.
like. Just keep your paws up.
Not
while
that we
clean.
know of.
Alright.
Just wielding that knife to trim the one beer hair.
Not that he's showing awooga.
If you catch my drift, he's armed. Four ways in the one.
I don't like
If all-
thirsty Emma.
16?
He,
If-
he
if
does
you
have
like-
2 arms.
If only you could
It's
see
not like
the
he's
look.
the one hitting on me.
If only you could see the look I'm giving you right now, Emma.
I can't see. These glasses are really high prescription. Great, there's some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out.
Girls, brush. Your paw, brush.
Us?
Oh hi.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, I
Okay.
forgot about
She
you.
has rice balls on her head.
she does.
She gets hungry.
Those are clearly triangles.
What's?
Anna?
Guys, I don't know what you're talking about. Those are clearly jelly donuts.
Those
Yeah,
are chili
she's a
donuts.
donut lady.
True.
What's this?
Oh, she has a little octopus weedy like necklace.
Yeah. What's
Did I do
this?
that?
She couldn't be.
Oh, the hot dog necklace.
Yeah, you're sounding conscious. Here. This is a crime scene.
Wait, who's gonna play her?
Good question.
Two
Whoa.
boxes.
All right.
Is
Who
there-
wants to be? Who wants to be mysterious woman?
Just question marks. Just all the question marks. I guess I will.
Do it.
Hello, half and half. What is it?
Wow. I like that box.
Oh, thanks.
And you, sir?
Yes.
Some crunchy goodness coming at you.
Thanks. Interesting way of doing business.
This area is off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passerbys. Are you officers?
No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance.
Hardly a way to greet someone.
Yeah, what the hell?
Even if my days as the cough-up queen are over.
I mean,
Excuse
I hate
me.
that title.
Excuse me.
What?
Cough up.
Sorry, what?
Huh?
She is an eye lady, so that's not surprising.
You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch.
Oh no, she's not Maya at all. She's not Maya
My
at all.
lunch is delicious.
She's not hungry.
I
She's
would've-
not Maya.
I would have eaten that
Phoenix.
immediately.
I said something. Need to kill that imposter.
I'm quite connected to this case, you see.
I'm the murderer.
The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets.
Secrets.
Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you?
Hey, I got a 97 on my
Sure.
science test.
God, oh God, I got serious.
Oh god.
I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective.
I'm scared. Phoenix,
What?
let's go. What?
What?
It's like, there was a murder here?
There was a murder?
I thought we were making friends in parking lots.
I just came here with my new intern.
Hey, wait, an internship. That'll look great on my college resume.
You can't just claim interns, Phoenix.
A witness clearly saw me committing the crime.
Why are we having a flashback? It was like 5 minutes ago.
Flashback.
Forgot about how much time it takes to drive.
You mean
over
you're
here.
the witness my sister was talking about, eh?
Please,
Cough
cough.
up, Queen. Oh, sorry.
Please, cough up, Queen. Tell us what happened.
What? That is such a stupid title.
What the hell is this
What
title?
the fuck does she cough up?
Cough it up.
Apparently,
Maybe she coughs up secrets. Is that what
Oh.
you're gonna say?
Yeah, like,
she used to be an eye-girl.
She
Yeah,
has
like-
a lot of boyfriends.
yeah, but like cough it up, like,
not a bit, by the way.
she's holding something back, like she's not saying something, like.
A lot of phlegm.
It's a lot of phlegm.
Angels.
Oh, I get it. She's a porn star.
Great.
No, she sells lunches.
She's in the top
Sure.
5%.
The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it.
I'm pretty sure that if I went and looked up,
No,
Oh,
stop
you
it.
know, I'll have
Please,
you
for the love of
forget
God,
the
don't.
angels.
Again, in front of my nubile blind eyes.
Yes, ma'am. Yikes, she means it. Huh.
Phoenix,
The sweet eye or the serious eye? Which eye are you going to get?
what happens if you look at both at the same time?
You
You
don't.
can't. It's impossible. There's
You
only
die.
one eye.
You die.
well, ladies and gentlemen, I was correct.
Ah.
Great, Mark. That's great.
Somehow I knew.
Mark,
No, we're doing this. But yesterday was a day of destiny.
She
I
said
knew
it. She said
something was going to happen.
She said the name of Destiny to the video game!
Dear God.
Oh my god.
It's 2017.
It's like
Punkers.
Jesus H.
guys are ridiculous.
Sorry.
Abby.
Oh my god, I'm dying.
Bring back the birds.
Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon.
Almond.
Destiny. What?
We said it again.
What do you... What,
We're playing a different video game.
who do you mean? I
This is
mean
great.
Warlock.
Hugs, anyone?
I mean Warlock. have you played Kingsfall yet?
Ma'am, hi.
Again?
I'm a Guild Conqueror too. No big deal.
Destiny. Oh,
read the
dead game. Dead game.
Dead gate.
Hi, Phoenix Wright, Gilded Dredgen. Nice to meet you.
I need water.
My name's Emma. Dead gate.
Oh my god.
Angel, kill the Taken King.
Destiny was yesterday special for some reason.
Yeah, there's a new expected.
You're the defense attorney, right? You should know that.
Should I?
You should know the foul misdeeds of evil ones who haunt the den of inequity.
For the hive.
What did I just say?
That's a great
I
question.
thought you're serious. They're talking about what's happening.
Why are we talking about equity?
No, inequity.
Lunch is
The evil ones.
Oh my god, we are losing our minds and we are an hour in.
They have no qualms about blackening the name of innocence.
I don't like the way she said that.
And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all.
Phoenix, like it's pronounced
Oh my
homage.
God, it's on hell.
No.
There's no age. There's no age.
Oh lord.
Homage.
No, it's okay. It could be homage. I said, what did I say? What was the
Hombre.
ombre? Yeah.
That's what we mean.
Yeah,
Phoenix
hombre.
would say actually it's pronounced homage.
Yeah, actually, it's
Just don't exist. There are no
Homage.
ages in
Wait.
the world.
Wait, how did you just say that word? Yeah, homage. No, it's homage.
It's homage.
Homage. And
Yeah, like, I'm gonna be the
Alright, okay, no, stop.
this is a
stop.
homemade recipe.
Back it up. On the line.
Ian is gonna be the voice of reason this entire playthrough.
I'm going to be, I swear to God.
Good. Somebody has to be.
Just need to stop.
Gosh, that won't be me. So she say
You're saying a
I
lot
have
of
no
things.
there was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday.
What?
I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul.
What?
Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something?
So that goes against the food code.
I hate
Or
all
is there some
everyone.
kind of scientific evidence of this evil?
Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll
That
soon
almost
find
rhymed.
out why they call me the cough-up queen.
Oh, I
Alright.
Dear
Also,
God, I don't like this.
So are you,
Also-
telling me to,
no.
are you telling me to cough up cash, or are you gonna poison my food with something that's
Or
gonna
is
make
this like a
me regret it?
BDSM thing? I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
it's the poisoning.
getting
Ah.
mixed signals from
Is
this
it,
lady.
is it Cusco's poison?
The poison. The poison
The
chosen
poison.
specifically the poison Cusco.
It could
Cusco's
just be
poison.
the wasabi, actually.
He's spitting everyone's food.
Okay.
Not instead of
Also,
wasabi.
minor detail I referenced. When she turns her head like that, the part in her hair shifts to the opposite side.
Yeah.
You not notice that?
It's
Yeah.
really weird.
Yeah, so like,
That's why
wait, so observe this and watch when she goes back. If she goes back, I assume she will.
she's a serious eye and a casual eye.
Yeah.
Exactly.
One of them's glass. Ew.
Yeah, see?
Yep.
Hair.
They're
Yeah.
also two different colors.
Yeah.
Are they?
Are they?
Good eyes.
they?
One's like silver.
Oh, the eyes? Oh, the eye
Looks
one.
like a silvery gray.
It's true. There are
Mm.
different colors.
It's hard to
Ooh.
tell because this side is more closed.
But how does she
Yeah.
complete?
Chromia.
How does she completely change the part in her hair without taking her hat off?
Her hair's actually parted in two different
I'll
places.
tell you how. Magic, see?
Chaos control.
You're
It's
you're a
not
scientist.
that hard.
Yes, the science of
What's in
magic
it?
is truly beautiful.
She's clearly a
On
guardian
the
changing
body.
her outfit in subclass.
I already said. It was in his car that they found the body. Whose car? Did I say? I don't know. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all.
Is
The
this who I
evil
think it is?
lunches.
I
this
can't
who I
quite tell
think
if
it
this
is?
woman is sane or not yet.
I don't know what this character is at all.
Well, we're
Oh,
gonna,
we
we're gonna
know.
find out.
I think I know what the governor.
Really,
that
what?
George?
I'm totally confused. One thing's clear: this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors.
Because that's what Lunch Lady looks like.
I think that's kind of common sense, though.
She does have a lot of bentos.
So, what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Star?
It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure! I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Skye wield that knife so... Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see.
Yeah, you mean you saw the very moment of the crime?
The sound of his silvery ties in this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife.
Wait a second. You know Lana Skye?
Of course! It's quite a feat becoming chief prosecutor. But how many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder?
Jay always travels light.
Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name?
Phoenix, don't get distracted by her boobs.
Phoenix,
Too
now is
late.
not the time for horny.
Too late.
Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Star?
I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here.
Why not make the lunches here rather than import them?
Did you say something?
No.
Only true connoisseurs can understand.
Ugh.
The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso's Tribolite lunch set.
What?
Not a real trilobite.
Trilobite?
Excuse me?
Trillo
It's two.
Bright?
It's
What the
two
hell's-
fish.
You
It's like
can't
two
eat.
fish like sewed together.
You can't eat a rock.
Or it's a
I mean, you can.
or it's a whole fish and it's been butterflied.
No, like you can see the faces. Okay.
Oh.
Never mind. You win.
I don't even want to appreciate part of a trilobite's flavor.
How many
can't.
lunch boxes have we given to them now?
She's given like 5 or 6.
Every day to sell lunches! My boyfriend works in the
Damn it.
security room here at the prosecutor's office.
Phoenix.
Yeah, your boyfriend.
I hope it's Larry Butts.
They would never let Larry work at a security office.
But it would be great.
You say that now.
Oh no.
See
Oh,
the
no.
security room over there?
Oh my god, is it
Please
Larry
be
Butts'
Larry
girlfriend?
Butts.
Oh my god.
Please be
Oh
Larry
my
Butts.
god. The glass
The
wall
glass-
booth.
Oh. I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him.
Wait a minute.
Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important
I'm
than
hoping.
romance.
I'm hoping it's Gumshoe
I
more
don't think
than
I
anyone.
don't think Gumshoe would betray Edgeworth like that.
He really wouldn't.
And he's living that double life.
So, to scientifically analyze the data we have though so far,
Oh my god.
Lunches.
you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here.
Useful analysis. Not.
Well, what a burn, Phoenix. If only you said it.
Your ass whoop!
Did you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Starr? I sense some hostility.
Hostility? Ah, perhaps.
Cut you.
Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell.
Hey, that's true.
Kind of like day-old clams in the chowder.
Ugh.
Oh, Grosser. He doesn't deserve it.
Ugh. I wonder if Miss Starr was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past.
No. My
Might be a
lunch
sugar
is
cause of food.
legit.
Scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking cough up queen.
Why?
I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure.
I'm clearly already the murderer.
You could just poison someone.
Okay.
You're talking about poisoning people
Alright, let's
already.
go see the boyfriend. It's
Boys.
time.
But first, lawyer's badge.
I'm an attorney.
A defense attorney must be able to fight. How about you? Do you think you can win?
No, that's what an attack attorney does.
Aw,
Lunch Pickle Supreme Lunchbox.
They look like your badge.
How'd
they do. They do.
Oh god.
That's a lot of pickles.
You're actually eating badges.
Wow, it's really crunchy.
I thought you said you weren't hungry.
You're eating badges.
She's actually been eating all these lunches.
I thought you said you weren't hungry, Emma.
Who said it? What? Who are you? Where am I?
No, yep, no, you're definitely Maya.
Oh my god.
A box of pickles.
No badges.
Kind of a sad lunch, if you ask me. I don't
You're
know.
sad.
I don't know. Pickles are pretty delicious. We made our own pickles recently, and man, good stuff.
Pickles are gross.
About this card.
Dot, dot, dot. Lunchline vendors only accept cash, no cards. Especially not a card belonging to someone else.
Ash in 2017?
No, this isn't a credit card. It's an ID card. It belongs to a detective.
And you're showing this to me, the lunch lady? Why?
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 That's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective.
Why do I always feel
feel
like
like-
I'm being mocked? Because you're a weenie, Phoenix, that's why.
You have no backbone, Phoenix.
Because you're a
Stop.
weenie.
Where's the boyfriend?
Irredeemable weenie, Phoenix.
Uh,
I don't
where's
think
the
we could.
booth?
Oh, is it? No, it's not that
we
up
have to
there.
check on the right for more.
I think
We
we
might get the move, yeah.
it's
So
time
we
to
have
move.
to shift a little bit to the
You have
left.
to turn around, Phoenix.
It's time for Two Guns Johnny. Oh my god,
Here
it's
we go.
Edward's
God.
office.
Statue.
It's Edgeworth. Yeah, he's got a silver samurai or a steel samurai.
He does.
Oh,
You're here, so you get proper return.
February
Also,
22nd,
uh,
the High Prosecutor's Office, room
What's
1202. Also
Is that
the
a
saloon.
trophy? Is that a
Ian
trophy on
gets
this
to be.
badge?
Yes, it's the king of prosecutors. Weren't you listening to what I didn't actually say?
The king of prosecutors.
We covered over it. You got
Abby, you can see that I'm playing every I'm playing every
okay.
prosecutor now.
Yes.
Like
He
14.
has a little like steel samurai statue at the back.
This is
Also
the
a
kind of
potted
Roman.
plant.
This is the kind of Roman screams. I can do the job.
I have many fond memories in this room. I mean, yeah, I totally,
You've
yeah.
never been to the prosecutor's office before.
Yeah, you've never actually
Bet
been
you
here,
know.
Phoenix. You
There's
lost
many fun
Yeah, you're
memories
right.
of This room.
Yeah,
Uh,
according canonically.
Uh, it's It smells like Edgeworth in here.
Quite the change from your office, really.
Thanks.
Look, there's a trophy or something here.
No, that's definitely a trophy. It's not or something.
No, it's a trophy or something.
A trophy? What, that shield?
What's in front of the shield?
Takes real nerve to display stuff like this.
On a
the
couch.
Whoever's office this is must be a real stuck-up jerk.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey. Oh, here.
Phoenix, right?
There's our boy. There's our boy. There's our man.
You never tire of prying into other people's business, do you?
That voice.
Edgeworth has read all those
That
books.
sweet,
That
succulent voice.
Sweet, sultry voice.
Oh my god, it's edgy, boy.
Long time no see, Edgeworth.
Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth!
You know him from somewhere?
Of course! I'm his biggest fan!
Of course
Why?
you
All
are.
did.
Of course you are.
My sister introduced us once and, well,
Right, her sister is the chief prosecutor after all.
But she wants to be a scientist.
Phoenix, why did you bring a second yelling child?
The first.
Well, you see, Edgeworth. It's a funny story. Well,
Don't stop. Tell me another time.
Oh, okay.
Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you. I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk.
no, did I? No! It was just Mr. Wright here,
Hey, don't blame me.
But we're just here to investigate a murder case.
Oh yeah, that's all. Just a murder. Don't mind her. She's into
Murder.
science.
Science. Never
She's,
did me any good.
She's what we like to call in the business a nerd.
Oh,
I heard that.
okay, Phoenix. I understand. Murder?
A body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot.
Edgeworth's
Whoever
car.
ordered its gaudy taste.
Oh,
It's just a real-
Oh my God, is it actually Edgeworth's car? Oh my
Yes.
God,
That would be my car. What of it?
I don't like that smile.
What is this face?
I don't like that face. Edgeworth,
That's
go back.
really weird.
Go back to the
Change the
scowl.
screen.
Go back to the scowl. Go back to the scowl.
And everyone
What?
else sits on it.
Your car?
I'll say one thing. She certainly can scream.
Sorry for the mishap just a second ago. I spent my vacation down in Fax, and things happened to me.
What kind of things?
Don't ask.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're sure.
So have you
Anyway,
been-
would you like Phoenix? Would you like to play chess? I arranged the pieces as it was last time, with me winning on all sides.
Hey, a chessboard.
I'm not too up on my chest, but it looks like Blue's in a bit of a tight spot. You don't say!
The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn.
Ah, yes, the blue pawn is the only piece that still is on the board.
Symbolic.
Because that's not how you lose. That's not how you play chess or anything.
How you doing, Edgeworth?
Huh?
Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges.
Why was that in air quotes?
It's symbolic.
This is to stab that
Really
guy.
sharp Edgeworths.
Yeah.
Check out that poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kinda reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
Edges surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. Nah, it's nothing.
You know that like meme of the girl on the couch
Yep.
surrounded by dudes, but it's just instead of the girl, it's Phoenix, and all the dudes are Edgeworth.
Edgeworth in different outfits.
That's what I'm imagining.
One of them is Edgeworth on a horse.
Yeah.
Look at all these books that Edgeworth has definitely read.
Wow,
Phoenix,
these
what
are
does that
all
mean?
case files.
Do you not?
Nothing, dear.
I should have known you were illiterate.
What are you doing, stepladder? I thought you were in the garage.
Can I say
Son of a
also,
bitch.
I love the pot with the matching ascot.
And on that note,
Oh, yeah.
hello everyone.
Hi.
Well, welcome to the stream.
Oh lordy.
All right.
Going on what are you doing, stepladder? Okay.
Bad.
Well, it's a legitimate question. What is this stepladder
It's
doing?
not doing anything, Mark.
Oh, it's clearly just
Jesus.
laying there. Ethan.
Oh, we are losing our
minds. Get to the
Sorry.
script.
They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder.
Odd.
Odd.
I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. He's also not good
must-
with earthquakes. But
He
don't
must
tell him
have
I
had
told you that.
Someone get them for him.
Someone big and strong, like Detective Gumshoe. I'm trying to do it. Let's go. Mr. Trump's Cannon, the lovers.
Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe?
It was me, pal.
You must study these case reports so
Well done,
closely. He's so cool and so dreamy.
If you haven't gathered yet, we still haven't resolved our love triangle. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. Spot a T.
Oh, cute! What a pretty tea set.
Are you not going to ask me any questions? You're just going to look at my things? Okay.
I've never been in here before. You never invited me over.
There's a reason.
Why?
Because this is Gumshoe's tea set. He and I have tea together and play Pretty Pretty Princess. I'm the princess.
Oh
Later,
god.
Phoenix.
It's actually
It's
pretty
really
good
just my
prosecutor.
pretty prosecutor.
Oh my god.
We play Steel Samurai. And he's
I
the samurai.
I'm surprised Edgeworth doesn't have a commemorative Steel Samurai chess set. Anyway.
That's weird because the guy who plays Steel Samurai also plays Pink Princess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Willpower's never changed.
I go more for the instant tea bags myself.
Amazing.
I see.
The drawer below is filled with packets of tea, please.
A Halo player, I see.
We're in the harbor.
A Halo player, I see. Yeah, I play it occasionally.
They're all sorted by place in origin and flavor. Look at this royal blend! What an exquisitely splendid concoction!
Yes, I got that one in Budapest.
But, you would. There's such a thing as taking a hobby too far.
No.
Is there, Phoenix?
A work desk. It's quite tidy, as one might expect.
Yes, because I'm a lawyer.
What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes.
He
Not
sure
even mean
is.
it's a desk.
He sure is.
So well, I can see my own reflection.
What?
What?
I
Strange.
see. So he and Edgeworth do things with the desk.
Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe a second time? Excuse me, what is going on?
wasn't even
Why
prompted.
is there an imprint of a hairy ass on this desk?
No!
It belonged to Detective Gumshoe.
Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir.
Why would you take anything? Don't. He'll sue you.
He's literally standing right there, isn't he?
Phoenix, I liked your last intern better. At least she didn't. Wait a minute. No, she did steal my cornbread. Fuck.
Still on that, are we? That was like,
Why do
what,
you-
8 months ago? You really
Why
need to
do
get
you
over yourself.
associate yourself with
Are we gonna get
thieves?
another gumshoe reminiscent on this couch?
Oh god. If okay. Okay.
Hope it's on that outfit instead.
10
Do
bucks.
it. Do it.
Do it.
No, no, I'm not wagering that.
No. For me.
I'm frugal.
I-
Do a crisp handshake.
Do I commit to the bit?
Commit.
I will gift 1 sub to my chat right now if we get another flashback of Gumshoe from this couch specifically.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Alright, Lord, here we go.
Mr. Edgeworth is such a comfy sofa.
Thank you.
Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap.
Not you.
I bet he pours over his case files there until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves. He goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow.
I don't believe it.
I'm right here. I'm
She's-
literally right next to you.
She's
God,
actually,
he's so hot and dreamy.
she's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working.
I bet in the morning he has sofa hair and little creases in his cheek from the seams.
Have you been in my office?
I don't like thirsty unless.
So cool.
Getting creeped out.
Sofa hair is cool? Ah!
No!
No,
Oh,
no gifted sub today. We'll
Things weren't meant to be.
we'll keep that on the back burner. We'll pull that out every so often.
Like the couch? Wow, this jacket's even lacier than his usual ones.
Wow, your jacket sure is bright.
This must be his lucky trial jacket.
Lucky jacket.
Oh, your jacket is loud.
Wow, your jacket is loud.
It's not a jacket, it's a frock coat.
Actually, the outfit Michael Jackson wore. I stole it from him.
I've never seen him wear it.
I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame.
Gumshoe has seen him wear it though.
Maybe I'll be nodding and take a picture.
Emma.
She's getting way too excited about this. You know he's right here, right? He's standing like 3 feet from you.
Yes,
Oh my god, I keep forgetting.
Please.
So, Edward, you still
Why?
single?
My, what an amazing bouquet. Just right for Mr. Edward.
Now we get the gumshoe.
No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it.
Yes.
From gumshoe.
Back
Oh.
from the dead.
Aww.
Wendy.
When
Wendy Oldbag. Wendy Oldbag. Wendy. I've heard that name somewhere before.
And beside it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one.
Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy.
Wendy? Is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiancée?
That's Gumshoe's middle name.
I don't think so.
No.
She's sending
I didn't like
presents
that
to Edgeworth.
flashback.
No.
No.
Whoa! What a view! It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor.
I guess you would feel important.
It is nice being able to look down upon everyone else.
You would
But
like
you're
that,
afraid
wouldn't
of
you?
heights.
Incidentally, for you to jump out this window, the time
Why?
to impact with the ground would be...
Why are you even thinking about that?
Phoenix, ...
...
Where did you find her?
Carry the 3, divide by 7.
I quite literally don't
factor in
know.
Hair.
She
literally
walked in my
she
office.
found me,
Everyone
actually.
shut the fuck up, I'm doing calculations, please.
You don't know anything, do you?
The answer is at least 3 1/4.
Sorry, mouth.
I'd like to imagine that Emma is just drawing a picture of Edgeworth.
That's a wonderful
But like with
rendition.
really buff arms.
Just got his chiseled abs here. Got it, approximately 3.23 seconds.
3.5. God damn, I'm good.
You are good, Mark. You're getting it
That's,
today.
3 1/4.
That's
Close,
handy
though.
to know.
I was gonna say like Emma, are you just drawing a picture of buff Edgeworth? Don't interrupt me when I'm sciencing.
I'm dancing, you bitch.
All right, Phoenix.
Him and Gumshoe together. that'd be quite
Are you
common.
done
Makes
snooping
sense.
around my office space?
I might be. What's it to you? Can't,
Oh.
can't two friends just like walk around each other's offices? Hey, you haven't
No.
stopped by Wright and Co. lately. Why don't you
Because I'm a professional, Phoenix.
Phoenix, you're not in right
I-
co enough.
I'm a professional. So the body was found in your car.
Bless you. Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you?
No, actually, I think Maya did it.
What? Wait, sorry, I'm not Maya.
After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less.
But no, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean,
Wait. Who are you? So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then?
yes, sir, Emma Sky. It's nice to meet you again.
Now that didn't sound forced at all.
Ah, now I remember. You've really grown.
That is
I'll
exactly what
admit.
you'd say if you have no idea what else to say to a small child, Edgeworth.
It was a surprise for me, too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. It's almost as if I got accused of murder. Not something that's happened before.
Why were they in his car to begin with?
More surprising still, why were they in my car to begin with? I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt.
Oh,
Nani?
I can understand. Wait.
Sure
What
to
did you
admit
just
it,
say?
buddy.
Lana Sky is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself. That'll be cheating. So I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow.
That hasn't stopped you before.
I'll be wearing my super suit on the wall there.
Yo, Mr. Edgeworth.
Phoenix, there's a reason I keep that trophy on the couch.
Why?
So I can use its ability of blunt force trauma. To be honest.
like the clock.
Yes, like the clock.
What
Like
about
the
other one that
monkey.
was black?
Yes, like the monkey, Phoenix. To be honest. It's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all.
What do you mean?
Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you?
Edgeworth, I hate to admit this to you, but I've done nothing but eat ice cream and watch The Steel Samurai for 60 days.
2 months.
Is that why you never returned my call?
No. No.
I'm about to interrogate you now.
Miles Edgeworth.
I'm pointing my finger.
It's hard to remember a time when
Guilty.
there weren't rumors
Guilty.
about this guy.
Guilty.
Guillotine.
Guilty. Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty.
Everyone is
Forging
born
evidence,
guilty.
Arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it.
Metal Gear.
Gun.
And
Oh
a
my-
gun.
I shot someone.
This isn't a squirt gun.
Where did Robert Hammond go?
He was right here.
He was right here when I shot it. I
In the middle of
mean,
this lake with me.
Is that Gordy?
Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the
Musician.
trial at the end of last year. I couldn't have done it.
I love the
Phoenix,
fact.
you need to press the button.
I love the fact that Emma, instead of thinking of the monster in the lake, thinks of the musician Gordy. Oh my god.
Wait.
Haven't I know? Haven't
However,
I know that I've tried?
there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident.
I mean,
What? That's crazy.
Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop.
I really don't like this frame. I don't like it
Yeah.
in the slightest.
My face feels
it unnerves me. Like-
You're gonna be very upset when you look at emoji requests then.
Oh no.
I already did the work for you, by the way.
Oh no. Did you really?
Oh, of course. The
Oh.
moment somebody says I don't like this, I was like, all right, cool.
Tim, you already did the work for me. Tim, you can make an emoji. You have admin privileges. You can just upload this.
I know, but I want your approval first.
Oh, I
what's
mean,
the status of my emoji request?
I've been backed up a little bit on those, but I'll get to them eventually. Approved. I hate it, but approved.
Reluctantly approved.
Go for it.
Some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. Yes, trophy or something. They think it's funny.
Toys. That bronze shield? There's gotta be a story behind that one.
Chief Prosecutor Sky. Yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case.
That's right. I remember.
2 years ago. I wasn't even a lawyer yet.
Yes, those were the good days.
Oh my god.
Since then, I've always felt that she was looking out for me. More so than my fake late father. It appears I was mistaken.
Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some sort of responsibility to you.
Your future sister-in-law would have saved you if she could have.
Then, why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Sorry, I can't stop smiling for some reason. Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife.
Oh, that makes things worse.
It's color-coded.
Yes.
Edward have a knife?
What?
Doesn't he?
Your knife was a murder weapon? How did she get it? Were you fucking her?
No.
Whoa! Emma!
Good enough for you? We
You
basically-
can't
Not
just...
turning this into a love square.
Emma, have you seen my tea set?
What's
To
the
be
tea
s-
got anything to do? Oh. Oh.
To be
Right.
specific,
I
It was-
understand now.
it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. For self-defense.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
In
The
case I have
trunk of
to
your car.
cut
The
a
murder
bitch.
weapon. Usually in Edgeworth's toolbox. Traces of victim's blood. No prints. Of course. Edgeworth?
What?
Are you sure you didn't do it? God damn it, Phoenix.
Phoenix? Right.
Come on, can you take
I-
a joke?
I'm going to get my
You
knife.
just got him off for murder 2
You have a
months ago.
strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright.
Did you do that just to get me to scowl at you?
Absolutely not.
You like that edgy boy?
Absolutely not.
Goodbye.
Anyway,
Anyway,
could you
goodbye.
deliver? Oh, I did not. Deliver-
We just leave.
Anyway, goodbye.
You're not even going
see
to
ya.
say goodbye.
I did.
Can you check to the right where like the car is? To see
I cannot.
Can't.
No.
No.
Really? I
Like,
thought there was a way to inspect and shift over.
there was.
No, I don't know
but,
there was.
But after we saw Two Guns Johnny, like, that option is no longer available.
Okay.
No.
Because, of course,
No.
Okay,
Kick
okay.
you. He kicked you out.
He showed up and said you can't go there. That's
Yeah.
So should we go back to the detention center?
yeah, I guess so.
Try the law.
Huh.
Try the law office.
Yeah. The law office, if you will.
Look for-
The law office.
Great minds think alike. I was about to say the same.
Oh, wait a minute. I have to present the ID card to Edgeworth. We're going back.
We drove all the way back to my office only to drive back.
Drive, you're killing the planet.
Hey, I'm back.
Why the
wanna
hell's the
show
lunch
him
lady
the
still
office.
here? His lunch is fast.
Hi, I'm back.
What do you want?
Did
Did you forget something? Did you
I-
forget your pride?
Well, can't forget what I've never had. Am I right?
Alright, hand over your lawyers.
For once, Phoenix.
Boo!
That was clever.
Say, Edgeworth. I was wondering about this.
Mr. Wright!
Huh? What?
Are you sure you should be showing that to Mr. Edgeworth?
Oh. He'll take it for sure, won't he?
I already have it.
Sigh.
This is mine now.
I wish I could be on the same side as Mr. Edgeworth. But then my sister would be found guilty.
You don't even like your sister.
If she sighs any deeper, I'm going to start getting depressed.
You're making me depressed. Stop it.
Knife.
It's against my policy to discuss evidence with the defense, Phoenix. Didn't you read that in law school? Especially with you.
Man who saved my life.
He doesn't like you much, does he, Mr. Wright?
It's complicated.
Love-hate relationship.
Nah, with Edgeworth, it's never personal. It's all about winning tomorrow. Hey, reminder.
Please.
Reminder for you.
I once dreamed of being a defense attorney a long time ago.
What? You wanted to be a defense attorney, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yet, my path is laid out clearly before me, simply because some asshole shot and killed my father. I have no time to reflect on what might have been.
Now I must be an attack lawyer until I can summon Exodia.
All right, maybe I should.
Precisely.
Maybe I should show the knife to the lunch lady.
Hey, bitch, we're gonna stab you with this next.
Oh,
Oh.
you could also examine for evidence.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that is.
3D!
Wait, why
that-
couldn't you do that? Never mind.
Huh. Could you take a look at this? Wait, how did I do that? I don't know how I did that.
You!
Yes.
You said you wanted some hot tea, right?
No, but thanks. You didn't even look at me.
You must have to brew the leaves a long time to get a rich flavor like this.
I put in something special.
Oh,
Pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing.
Oh yeah, I'm
Steam.
feeling pretty good right
I
now.
mean, okay.
So that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite.
The only thing I'm smelling here is wasted time. Oh, I just press A to check the knife. I see.
Check the bloodstain.
Yeah.
The blood stain.
Yes.
The only thing you can check.
NGRI, mundane bloodstain. This must be the victim's blood, right?
Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. with a knife in a toolbox in his
Either
car.
that or it was Two Guns Johnny cut himself while shaving.
What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway?
Hey, maybe he spends his weekends roughing it in the wild.
No, he spends his weekends. No, actually, never mind. We're just moving on from that. Edgeworth in the wild. I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely.
Are you kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman.
And I always pictured him here,
As a fruit.
To
next to
Emma,
me.
frickin'
Underneath.
Miles Edgeworth is a lumberjack.
Now there's a scary thought. All right, well that was something. 3D. Wow, let me just rotate this knife.
You
Wow,
can't.
look at them graphics.
Them graphics. Zoom.
So lifelike.
So knife-like.
Careful, if we get any closer, the knife will cut the camera.
Wow, this knife sure looks like a knife.
Yeah, it sure do. It sure do.
Can you zoom into the point and stab yourself?
Wow, this blood tastes exactly like blood.
Ah, the other side. Would you look at that?
Wait,
Police
turn it
department.
sideways. There you
A name and ID number are written here. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. ID number 5842189.
So can we inspect the back?
I wonder why they only use numbers for IDs.
What else would they use?
Letters, silly! They're the reason we have written language in the first place.
True.
Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID, yabba dab.
Yeah, yabba dab. Badoo. Could someone make this an emoji as well? I feel like that face of just like, ooh, interesting, would be a great emoji.
Yabba dabba doo, Scooby Doo.
ID yabba dabba doo.
Yabba dabba
See,
doo.
wouldn't that be better?
Yabba dab. Well, it does have a certain ring to it.
Exactly my point. Tee hee.
It doesn't take much to amuse her.
You could say that again.
It doesn't take much to amuse her.
Nah, you could say that again.
It doesn't take much to amuse her.
Yeah.
No.
I can, but I won't. Alright, well, that's, something.
Now what?
Have we examined everything? Everything! Give it to me! Yeah, we haven't found Larry Butts
There's
yet.
Larry Butts.
Totally.
No, it shows up this case.
Let's see. Nope, not here.
Goddamn better.
Alright, let's make sure that we didn't miss anything in Edgy's office.
Phoenix, I told you.
Edgy poo.
The last time I don't have any bonbons.
I've been wondering, which is why I have come back 3 times now. What the heck is this?
It has a big K on it.
It's the King of Prosecutors trophy.
The prosecutors.
What's that?
It's the King of Prosecutors trophy.
It's the dorkiest thing I've ever heard you say.
But I've beaten you 4 times.
King of prosecutors.
It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So?
So that K. That's...
K stands for king.
Yeah. You got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing.
Okay. King of prosecutors, kind of like employee of the month, but only better.
I'm just gonna take this if that's okay. Okay, bye.
What? I didn't...
You're not even a
Phoenix.
prosecutor.
So that's the king of prosecutors shield, huh?
Yeah, we've just been over this. Well done, Edgeworth. You must be proud to be the king of prosecutors.
Congratulations, king of prosecutors.
Please, stop saying that.
I much prefer Queen of Prosecutors.
That still doesn't explain one thing. Can I be your queen of defense? I mean, why is the tip of the shield broken?
Phoenix, I will refer to you the evidence of my knife.
Gave the other piece to my gummy wummy bag.
I could.
That or it was the murder weapon.
I could be your queen anytime.
Gumshoe's already taken that position. Leave.
Okay, bye, I guess. But I'm gonna present this. I'm gonna present this to you once more. Actually, I'm gonna check it. Okay.
Oh, you get
What's on the bottom? What's on the bottom?
We will never again fail ourselves so much as the receipt with the evidence on the back.
Yeah, right.
Hey, check it out. There's a metal plate here.
Very important.
Looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on
Is
it.
it just Lana over and over again? Or Von Karma?
I hope so.
It's probably a bunch of Von Karmas.
I'll bet.
So, what guys?
Von Karma, Von Karma,
Wow,
Von
one guy's
Karma, Von
listed here a
Karma.
bunch of times.
Yep.
Von Karma. I guess he must be a foreigner.
Fräulein, I'm born here.
I don't think
Yeah,
that joke
that's,
translates very well.
That's probably it.
He's a
Well,
foreigner to
wherever he's from,
California.
he must have been an amazing prosecutor.
Sure.
I'd like him to be my dad.
What?
I'd like to meet this Von Karma sometime.
Oh, by all means, come to the prison set. Yeah.
He's astral projecting. You're saying his name too many times.
He's force ghosting out of the fucking prison
Oh,
cell.
hey, look what I found on the floor. Someone left some loose change. Looks like I found a penny.
No.
No. No.
You're not mine.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, Jesus.
Maya, but you're not Maya. Oh, Maya, free ya!
Oh God, she ruptured my kidney.
She jumped out the window.
She's up.
Oh
Oh.
my God, she took 3.23 seconds to get out of the window.
Oh,
now-
Lord.
45 seconds to fall. I'll be fine.
And now, Phoenix, you understand why I got such big windows in case of emergency.
We are losing our minds.
Now, if you please,
We were finally on track.
sweep up that loose change and don't say another word about it.
When she says it, his name does have kind of a ring to it.
A ring-a-ding-ding.
Okay, alright.
Or
Well,
you run
There's a
about-
fist on the other side.
Statue?
A little broken.
yeah,
Why is it broken?
I think it's
That's a great
supposed to be that. Oh. Oh, wait, no, it is broken.
it's gonna be the murder weapon.
It's broken like it. Yeah, it was broken like it was smashed over somebody's head.
Nice or something.
Yeah, but there's no blood on it.
You can clean it.
Yeah, that washes off, man.
Yeah, I mean, or you could just break off the piece and use that as like a shiv.
Yeah.
Knife.
It's an old
But, like-
statue.
I'm turning my defense tool
If,
into an
if this is Miles, then why, like, does he not care that it's broken?
I mean, to be fair, someone was murdered in his car
mean,
using
he-
his knife, so at this point he's already complicit.
He doesn't want to be king of the prosecutors anyway.
He wants to be the queen, but they won't recognize it.
And
but
we know it wouldn't have been Von Karma that broke it because it would have been replaced because it would have been imperfect in this state.
But now I gotta present it to Edgeworth again. So basically, this says that you were the best of the best last year, huh?
Even though he was on trial for murder.
You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right?
What foolish grin?
I lost a day of work to receive that travesty.
Also took 3 L's from me.
Why's that?
I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield.
Oh. The
No, so it's already
department.
broken.
Yeah, that's why.
Oh, the police department. Is that it, huh?
My gummy wummy bear has the other piece. Like
Yeah.
he
Yes.
My heart.
Right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you?
Where Detective Gumshoe works. Yeah. Yeah,
That's
and,
me.
and only Detective Gumshoe.
Big
Well, and the
old
old
statue
who
like
keeps
that.
trying to get the blue badger as the mascot.
I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken?
What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Speaking of which, I need to call Gumshoe.
What?
Sorry, what's this about, say?
He's
All
late
right,
for me my
Gummy
coffee.
wummy bear.
He doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or for worse.
Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office.
Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday.
We don't have any evidence for that.
But now we have another option.
The day of the crime.
Could you tell me about yesterday? The day of the murder. The day of...
Phoenix.
The day of my daughter's wedding.
Why are you asking? I guess I'll just tell you. Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office.
Cleaning day? What the fuck?
Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal.
That is way more pretentious than it needs to sound.
It's a dangerous technique.
Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words.
I didn't give you permission to record me. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors.
But not defense attorneys.
No, of course not. That's
And
ridiculous.
that's when you got your illustrious title, my king.
I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12.
That's very precise.
Ross,
People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on precision, Mr. Wright.
I don't associate with you. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence.
Edgeworth's parking stub. Added to the court record. Okay.
This is the parking stub from the underground lot.
Okay. The murder took place around 5:15.
So the murder happened right after you got back.
What, right? I'd appreciate it if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Is it gumshoe? Is it gumshoe?
Whoa!
No, fuck. Oh.
Hello there!
Excuse me, but is there, Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises?
I'm Edgeworth. What is it?
I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief. I've got your report, sir.
Report. What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky?
I don't like the way this conversation
Oh,
is
jeez.
going at all.
That's a tone shift.
Sky, sir. No, sir. No of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. ...
Exclamation point.
I think I
Uh-oh.
just heard Edgeworth's lid blow.
Very subtle.
Mr. Edgeworth's lid is on very tight, is it?
And, and you need to keep
Is
your
it?
mouth shut.
I hope he strangles the mailman.
I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated.
Sir,
Oh,
but, sir,
Oh my god.
I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. Oh, I wasn't aware of your...
Give me your name.
Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins.
Right. Officer Meekins, take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month.
Yeesh. But, sir, I didn't know.
Poor guy. Looks
Why
like
is
he
his
was-
hand bandaged?
I need this like I need a hole in the head.
Ah, a bandaged hand, just like, our, defendant,
I might be the murderer.
Looks like he was
Oh,
absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck.
Brains? Oh,
Right.
wrong.
King. Yes, sir. Ah, he caught me off guard, even though we've been in the same room for the last, like, 30 minutes.
Yes,
Did you
Captain.
forget that I'm here?
No,
As
absolutely
you can
not,
see,
yes.
I'm busy. You may leave now.
Well, let's do what he says, Mr. Wright.
The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now.
Suspicious.
Yep.
Go down to the police department. You can ask more there.
Will be nice if I'm not the murderer, even though I'm an incredibly suspicious lunch lady.
Thanks.
Maybe that guy is the boyfriend.
He seems to have finally calmed down, at least.
Now, if you excuse me, I need to have my herbal tea from Indiana.
That was from Budapest.
Indiana. He has many teas.
That's the royal tea. I have many tea leaves.
I don't know of any tea that comes from Indiana. Those are where Idaho is where potatoes are from.
Let's get ready for Gumshoe. Oh god, it's the mascot. It's the mascot, and he's got a smudge on his head. Oh, he's got like a handprint.
It also
Well,
looks
we're
like
finally
his
here.
antenna is broken.
After 6 weeks of traveling by foot, why would the police department so far away from the prosecutors?
You walked here?
You didn't offer to drive.
Oh yeah, I have that cardboard cut out of Maya in my car, so I can cry. I have company.
You're not officially my client yet.
I like that they call the taxi Phoenix God and it says, see you there. You get the leaves.
Beats me. That took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. The police department, huh? I've only ever been to criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what's that? Oh god.
It's the blue badger.
Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that?
Oh, wait, I know. This is the blue badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot.
They.
Well, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police.
I am a defense attorney after all.
Still, he does seem familiar somehow.
Forget the blue badger. Who's that next to him?
Someone appears to be dancing with the blue badger.
Gumshoe.
Uh-oh, he noticed me.
I hope it's Larry Butts.
He sure is running over here fast.
fast.
It is either Gumshoe or Larry Butts. Take your bets.
Please, I wanted to be Gumshoe.
Either way.
Yeah!
What do you want me to do it?
Well, what are you doing here?
That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there?
What? Well...
Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information.
Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal.
Yeah, sure.
I love the idea of him just dancing to completely imitating the blue badger outside.
Absolutely schmoovin'.
What a
I'll
simple
give you
boy.
one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect on this case.
Uh-oh.
He already has.
Why not?
Cause she's
Huh?
a bitch.
Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor's confessed to the crime.
It doesn't mean anything.
She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office, and she killed him.
But what if she's not telling the truth?
Yes, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against it.
But what if the evidence was fake?
Hey, pal. Can I speak to you for a second?
Huh? Me?
Why is this little girl so peeved at me?
She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister.
Whoa! The chief prosecutor's little sister?
Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically.
Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. It's sensitive issue with us these days.
I wonder why.
So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Faking more investigations?
Me? Oh, well, nothing really.
You just said
A
you're a
busy
very
man,
busy
eh?
man. Yeah, very, very, very busy boy, Gumshoe.
Very busy doing nothing. They kicked me out of criminal affairs.
I killed too many people.
Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time?
What do you mean this time?
Then what happened? Well, things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all.
It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are left into the criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all.
None of you.
I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd?
Mm-hmm.
Gumshoe.
So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the badger to dance down pat.
Isn't there anything else you could have been doing?
No. Chief of Police himself is directing this investigation now. And Officer Marshall is assigned to the underground parking lot.
Are you saying that cowboy dude is more reputable than Gumshoe?
I mean, he's a marshal.
Officer Marshall.
Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy.
A patrolman in charge of a crime scene? It's unheard of, pal. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing?
That.
Wait, I didn't mean. Of course, sure, of course. Someone else really did it. Someone who must have, Someone who must have had a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth.
The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened?
We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth.
Hey, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday.
Were you
Stole?
Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself.
Congratulations.
I was wondering, why is the award a shield?
Yeah, that is a little weird.
To defend the city?
And why is it broken?
Please tell me he dropped it.
Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later.
Apparently, he's forgotten. That is not going to, that is going to be very important 3.5 days from now.
Of course.
But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office.
Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors. Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this?
Hey, pal, this is the detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that got me into so much trouble all the time.
Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot.
Let me see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman? Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake.
That's not suspicious at all.
Whoa! I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim.
That's a very important thing to forget, Gumshoe.
Seriously.
Well, to be fair, it's not his case.
That's what I thought.
Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe?
Well, his name is Bruce, and he was a good man.
But was he?
Good Bruceman. So, this ID card belonged to the victim.
He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman.
Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it?
Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transfer for a case he handled 2 years ago.
Evidence transfer. Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is the chief prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot.
And Lana's confessing as much.
He's in a tough spot again.
Again?
Bang. Flash.
Dead.
Dead.
Well, let's start with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond. Not like you were there or anything.
Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent.
Yes, I was there.
Listen, pal, we all have been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there are always whispers. Whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting.
But there's no evidence against him.
Cries in updated autopsy report.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to department's higher-ups.
Yes, I wonder why.
It's only natural that people would be suspicious.
I had no idea he was under the gun. Yes, you did. Yes, you did, you weenie.
Anyways, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself.
What?
But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Miss Edgeworth's behind the bullet for this one. He's doing this for all of us.
Huh. The detectives in there look pretty busy.
Just imagine, right now. Behind those doors. A police drama in action.
Somehow the thought fails to excite me.
I was wondering about that. I was wondering about that.
Oh, sorry. What? The Blue Badger? It's my masterpiece.
You made this, Detective Gumshoe.
The chief threw together some designs, and I just did my thing, pal.
Oh, it's cute.
Nice work.
Give him a baton.
It's
People
battery
like that
powered,
turn.
so it can go anywhere.
Yeah, it sure can.
There's no switch, so it just dances until the batteries die.
Okay.
Poor Blue Badger, fated to dance until he drops.
As long as he's not contagious.
Oh, this is gonna be the monkey of this case. Yes.
Monkey.
A work of art designed by the chief of detectives and created by Detective Gumshoe. Huh.
And that's all I know about that.
Uh-huh.
I'm not officially on the case, you know.
Thank you.
Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe?
Okay.
We
met this guy
met
who's...
the guy who
what's
is...
his... Oh, fuck.
What was his name? The guy in the parking lot.
That'd be Officer Marshall. It was appointed directly to the police chief.
The police chief.
Officer Marshall.
Officer Marshall. Is he
God damn it.
Officer?
some kind of Wild West sheriff or
getting
something?
No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer
Of course his name is Jake.
from West Los Angeles.
For a
LA.
moment there, I wasn't sure.
Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Why are you helping me all of a sudden?
What's that crossed out?
Receipt from Detective Gunn. Chu allows bearer to investigate the crime scene. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere.
Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice, pal. Sorry, I think my stream is a little delayed.
Oh, it's a bit delayed.
It's like it's pausing and then shooting in, so I have to wait until like all
Oh,
the
I see, I
dialogue
see.
goes in.
Sorry.
Looks like there's an outline of Gumshoe in the background.
I was wondering about that.
What? The Dancing Blue Badger? It's my masterpiece.
Sucks.
Why
I
did
am
it-
surprised you actually got it to
You
work.
did that. Did you not do that on
I
purpose?
think we did this already.
I did, but like there, it was an open
That wasn't checked off.
magnifying glass. I thought there was something new.
No, no.
Ah, great.
Game over time.
Dance and
If he
dance.
lets out a turn, it sends him to horny jail.
Dance, dance, die, revolution. Wow.
All right, well now,
Oh,
now
blue
it's a
badger.
check mark. Now it's a check mark, I suppose. We should burn
Gotta
it.
check everything.
We should burn it.
Inspect the police.
Yeah, a couple
The car, steal the car.
Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white?
No idea. Why?
Well, I think they're designed after a panda.
That's scientific, eh?
Panda.
Not that I have scientific proof, it's just a theory. A game theory.
Do you mind me asking how you came up with that theory?
It was when I was at the school trip. I saw a patrol car, and it came to me. We'd just been at the zoo, see?
What about zebras? Or did they not have those at your zoo? That was
I will
super
refuse to
insightful.
elaborate further.
That was super insightful. Look, that patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. With a huge pompadour.
And then I said, hey, do you do that, your soup will get cold, buddy.
That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried.
Riveting tail chat.
Dot. I guess he wasn't saluting, he was wiping tears from his eyes.
They make a good pair.
What's
Just
that
like us, huh, Phoenix?
Hey,
Ah, just kidding, it's me and Mr. Edgy.
Right, Phoenix? The banner here is announcing the crime-fighting campaign, as opposed to what we normally do.
For some reason, I saw a crime-fighting champion, and I'm like, oh my god, are we gonna have a fucking masked luchador going around solving crimes?
would love to see that.
Cameo of Batman.
Nice slogan.
I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprinting sets.
I don't think it's that kind of campaign.
What family wouldn't want a set at home?
What do you have at your home that needs fingerprinting?
Great.
It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar.
Oh,
Was it not just her?
I think most families can figure that out without the extra help. Police.
I always get excited when I come to a police station.
Why?
Why?
It just feels like I've jumped into a movie.
Huh?
You know, with all the police and criminals.
Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting.
Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust.
We know that that's not what they're talking about.
You just hear the
Change
background.
subjects.
And you just
What
hear the latest
scientific
bust.
proof do you have?
My ears, actually.
Not scientifically possible.
Funny, I thought they were talking about the weather. The usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board here. Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911.
You know, Mr. Wright, I always thought it kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters. They hardly even look human. Say.
She has a point. And what point is that? I have no idea.
And I refuse to elaborate. So anyway, I started blasting them.
So anyway, I started blasting, say? Looks like the investigation is still going. I have to be getting back to the shop.
Alright, so I was stuck in this paradise.
We will now mumble jumble voice until we know what the character looks like. I'll show you my
Oh, it's the boyfriend.
Oh.
Is it he?
Is it Larry Butt?
Oh, still here?
Hello.
Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs too!
Oh my god, it's the marshal. This bitch.
Is it the marshal? Interesting.
She's got a lot of boyfriends.
What
Just a
happened?
bit.
What happened to the security guard?
At least 5.
He's dead.
Oh, his food was poisoned.
Yep. Oh.
Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy. That's lost its herd.
Jake Marshall.
Get new vocabulary.
Strange guy to put in charge of a crab seed.
Oh no, it's spreading.
Contagious.
I love the theme.
At least his voice is much easier on my throat than Gumshoe's is.
Yeah.
I love this theme so much.
Oh, it's very good.
Appreciate the music.
His Western accent is contagious.
Yuck, yuck.
There's something I wanted to ask you.
Scene to the crime. A grave for men who've lost their dreams. And me, I watch over them as they sleep. Bring under the desert's harsh judgment.
That's the weird
X
fetish.
ellipses.
Ace asleep.
What? Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest?
There's something I wanted to ask you.
He's not asleep anymore.
Scene of the crime. A grave. I just said this. Weren't you paying attention?
Ah,
I guess he just repeats the phrase. I think you have to show him something.
yeah.
Weird.
Yes, the thing that Gumshoe wants us to show to the monkey.
Letter of introduction. What's that name that's crossed out?
Good question.
Hey, look there. It looks like something's been crossed out.
Maybe it was
$20
a letter or
something.
something to
Something
Detective Gumshoe.
$20.
Let's see. Annual bonus, $20.
Oh boy, how generous.
Oh boy.
I think a couple of zeros are missing.
No, that sounds about right. At least in that detective's case.
Gumshoe.
Maybe I should rethink my career as an investigator.
No, Emma, you're competent. You'll be fine.
Oh yeah, competent. Thinks police cars are made after pandas.
Yeah.
Exactly what I said.
Can I investigate? Oh, I can't. I can't. Oh. But we can get a full view of the blue badger
Yeah.
whenever we want.
Badger. That blue badger is my best friend. He's my deputy.
Would you mind reading this for me?
What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right to the spittoon.
It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate?
Gumshoe. That old cow dog.
What did you say about me?
He's holding a birthday party or something.
Huh?
Look, where I should say the letter of introduction, it says invitation.
I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here?
You're a defense attorney.
Yeah.
No worries, this proves it's from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. I guess I better let you in then.
Thank you, Officer Marshall.
Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me.
Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher?
Shut up! I was getting to that.
Sheriff.
Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settlers, strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny.
Oh, Christ.
That'd be so fucking cool.
Oh no.
Not so. Police investigations are like settling land.
Oh, I have a couple. That's not good.
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say?
I say I won't be needing this anymore. Crumpled and discarded.
Alright.
Alright, here, have...
Alright, compadre, count to 3.
Huh?
I'm gonna shoot you.
You're gonna do it if you're gonna draw on the draw of evidence on someone. That's what we do in Texas.
Of course.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
he's just a
He was
Texan.
from West LA.
He's from Texas.
Remind me to never visit Texas.
Pretty true. Sorry, Paul.
Wait, examine.
It's a silly place.
Now we can go here.
Now we can hear. This appears to be the car where the body was found. Looks like the lock on the trunk is busted.
Awesome.
The crime took place in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office, just where you are right now, having this flashback. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. He is my subordinate. Don't forget that.
And I'm his. I mean,
Quite a luxury car. Just screams I have money to burn.
yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks.
No, they don't.
Alright, I have to go to bed.
Alrighty.
It's
Wait,
getting a little late.
Yeah, we'll,
You get Edgeworth privileges.
we'll save shortly. It's almost 10 o'clock.
Oh, wow.
So wrap up
Two
within
more
the next
minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah,
2
looks
more
like
minutes.
a note of some sort.
Look, something's written on it.
The Da Vinci
675 12-2 or 12-2. Oh, that's an S. It's not an S. It could be an S. Right, let's see.
The handwriting is so bad, we'll never know.
There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman.
Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed.
Maybe it was John? Well, so, what does it mean, Mr. Wright?
All of
How
those
am I
things
supposed
can
to
be
know?
read upside down.
Note to self, for deductive reasoning, go to Edgewood, not Wright.
I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably upside down. Because we're in February now.
Yep.
Because upside down, it would be 221, SL-9.
9.
Okay.
The SL...
What was the name?
The SL-9 incident!
Oh, the SL9.
The SL9.
The DL6 incident.
Yeah, the SL9.
See, that makes much more sense as a case number.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was there to pick up evidence.
Yeah. Oh, and I can't... This game is gonna pull a, how about we turn it upside down in day 3 of the trial, and it's gonna be the clue to the end of the entire freaking thing. Alright.
Yep.
Alright. Fine.
Calling it now.
At least we know that.
Let the record show. This is
we
a cell
called it.
phone.
Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. Can't think of anyone else who it belonged to.
What's
Oh
so
wait, no, that's
scientific-
fine.
What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Yeah,
Nah.
of course.
No, I think you should leave it go.
Oh, the music stopped.
Oh, this is going on its own. This is important.
And
This phone's still on the redial screen.
Redial? You mean redial?
Ah, the redial screen. Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You can just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it?
Why are you over there now?
I'm surprised you didn't know about it. I'm everywhere, Phoenix.
sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial.
Admitting you don't know about other things.
I'm sorry.
I may be stupid, but I'm not dumb.
It's just, you never know people from your generation.
What do you mean?
Coal miners era.
Whatever. Let's just check this phone out. Rabble, flabble, braggle, flaggle. Now, to see who the owner of this phone called last.
Not to sell, but defense attorney doesn't think first. He just pushes the button.
I love this face more than I should. It's so just like inquisitive and it's great. Beep.
Beep.
Cellular. The cellular is thinking.
This feels like it should be in a Pokemon game.
This is a jam.
Yes, it is.
I think this is the
Hey,
thing to this, to
that
the
song.
samurai.
I know that.
Hey, what's going on over there?
Sorry.
I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that phone, didn't you?
No.
Well, yeah.
Whose phone is this anyway? It's on the ground over there.
Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prosecutor Sky.
Didn't Emma recognize her sister's phone?
What? It's my sister's.
Yeah, really.
She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody, right after the crime. Looks, that last call was made right when the murder occurred.
Who makes phone calls while they're murdering people?
Oh, you know.
Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds, according to this.
Who did she call?
No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones.
Bro, it is 2017. Oh, that, oh, I'm sorry, that was my phone.
What? Your phone?
Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number.
I hope you're not lying. They shoot you in text for that, partner. Bang.
Uh-oh. I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Last call made at 5:18 on the day of the murder, 3 minutes post-murder.
To Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix Wright.
Who knows?
Wait. So that was Phoenix's phone that was ringing.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Part of the theme of the Silver Samurai. Steel Samurai.
All right, we're gonna finish this examination of things, and then we'll call it.
The dead body flailing out of the car.
This rope, is it?
Yep. They laid it in the outline of the victim's body.
Dot.
Oh.
So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed his trunk on him.
You have got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. A.
A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors.
Defense attorneys are relegated to B block.
Oh, I get it. A stands for attack.
Yeah.
And B stands for block.
Yeah.
No,
B stands for
bitch,
cookie.
which Phoenix is.
No, B stands for defense.
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 I summoned Bidoof in attack mode.
I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright.
I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon.
Or my burgers.
The burger. The burger. B block is through there. That's where visitors park.
For visitors.
For visitors.
I can see the Lunchland car over there, far in the distance.
Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy-looking steak. That is...
Cannibalism. Cannibalism.
Dot. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy?
No,
Everyone
why?
knows cows tell you to eat chicken.
Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. Alright. Investigation. I believe it
Really?
is done here.
Really?
If I hit back here... Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim?
Good men always die young. Remember that, partner.
Good men. Name
Could
of
you
the
be a
detective.
little more specific?
Where's Goodman? He was a detective, alright.
Well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. I can't read. As Madonna told me the tale.
I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Star.
One stabbed in the chest. Fine piece of work. Here's the autopsy report.
Death due to loss of blood. 1 knife wound. Died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Okay.
Wait, does that mean he could have been stabbed at the police station, stuffed in Edgeworth's car, and then Edgeworth drove him to the prosecutor's office?
That is a very specific wording, knowing that he was stabbed at 5:15.
Well, that's when he died.
Yeah.
Put that on.
Was my sister involved with the victim in any way?
Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all.
Nothing in common.
They apparently worked together on a few cases years back.
So there's no motive.
Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That was one reason why he didn't do too much work at the yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
My sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot.
So it seems. I called an unarmed man to shoot at it. I knew.
It is 2 guns, Johnny.
I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective.
You call me out, I'll shoot you for that in Texas.
Huh?
Bang.
Ah.
Was one of them fancy shoot detectives till 2 years ago. I'll tell you the truth.
Oh, really? Now he tells me.
But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene?
Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina?
So, why are you in charge?
No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out on the meantime.
That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do, nothing important at least.
There's nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh?
Edgeworth?
That cow dog's been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just he don't realize it yet.
Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation.
He was too close.
So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister.
That's correct, bud. There's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prosecutor tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences.
Officer Marshall.
Yeah, Bambina?
How can you say that? You and my sister, you were...
Lovers?
Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about?
Romance?
I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's a blowing through the prosecutor's office, or the dry whiskey I'm pouring down my throat every 5 minutes.
Dry wind or ill will. Something's up to something. Someone's up to something here, but who? More things.
Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around this nearly 2 years now.
Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean?
He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you.
But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? He's perfect, an Adonis, a god. These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them.
If all the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. They're off limits. Untouchable, you might say.
One person? Who?
Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina, Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky.
What? My sister?
Edgeworth couldn't have rustled all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals.
What, you're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials?
That's not surprising.
Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old Thomas says. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everybody knows it.
Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth?
So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright?
I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone.
So, you think we'll be okay?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. We're losing
Well,
this case.
the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it.
No problem.
Big problem.
Some problem.
I can guarantee that she's not the criminal.
Oh, by the way, Emma,
Yes.
I know that song your phone plays when it rings. Oh,
Is the samurai?
it's her phone.
That makes way more sense.
What?
Oh.
Cellular. Beep.
It's a bop, though.
Beep.
Beep.
It's the Steel Samurai
Hey.
theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids.
It is Maya.
Ah! .. exclamation mark.
The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma?
I'm sorry.
Can you tell me what you talked about?
She hung up right away.
I see.
Didn't the call last 3 minutes?
A detective is murdered, and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. Got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. Hey, we hit a good save point.
Oh, that's actually
We
pretty
did
good.
it!
Very
Yay!
nice. Yay, we did it.
Woo!
I would indeed
Oh,
like to
boy.
save my progress up to this point. Thank you.
Thank you for
Day
watching.
1.
Good
Day-
job, comrades.
Day
Well,
2.
We're on
Jesus,
day
Case.
2.
Trial.
It took 3 months.
Trial former.
Huh. Well,
That's interesting.
Okay. All right.
Trial former.
Okay.
That's compared to trial.
crier? Ladder? Ladder and form?
Step ladder?
Step ladder?
Oh, God.
Trial step ladder?
Oh god. Oh no.
Uh,
Oh
Step ladder.
gosh.
What
Oh
are you
no.
doing on the prosecution stand?
Anyway, thank you everybody for stopping by and for hanging out and for doing everything and bye.
Have a good week. See you next time.
Bye
on
everyone,
Dragon
thanks
Ball
for
Z.
watching.
And
See you
remember,
next Monday,
hail
friends.
Satan.
And we will see you next time.
don't forget to tip your waitress.
Or waiter. Tip your
Or
mom.
lobster.